Why are there seasons? Seasons change throughout the year and are different around the world. The Earth has 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn or fall, and winter. A fun fact about the seasons, and by the way, one that I learned about many years ago, is that the 4 seasons don't happen in every country around the world. Well, it's time to talk about the reasons for the seasons. Most of us know that the Earth needs the sun for many reasons. For example, for light and warmth, which are essential for life. We also need the sun for plants to grow, because of photosynthesis. And they produce food and oxygen. So it's logical to think that the sun affects the 4 seasons, right? Well, the answer is no. Actually, the 4 seasons happen because the Earth is tilted as it goes around the sun. When a part of the Earth tilts toward the sun, it has summer, which is warm. When it tilts away, it has winter, which is cold. Spring and autumn are in between. Different places have different weather in each season. For example, when it is summer in the United States, it is winter in Australia. This is why seasons are different around the world. There are places with sunlight 24 hours a day because of the Earth's tilt. These places are near the North Pole and South Pole. During summer, the pole that is tilted toward the sun has constant daylight. This happens because the sun does not set for a long time, called the midnight sun. In the North Pole, this occurs around June, and in the South Pole, it happens around December. This constant daylight lasts for several weeks or even months. The same places have long nights during their winter, when the pole is tilted away from the sun. Check this interesting fact. Icebergs don't melt even with 24 hours of daylight because the temperature is still very cold due to months in which those places don't get any sunlight. Besides that, in places like the Arctic and Antarctic, where icebergs are found, the sun's rays are not strong enough to warm the ice much. The sunlight is often at a low angle, spreading out its energy. Additionally, the ice reflects most of the sunlight, keeping it cool. The air and water around icebergs are also very cold, helping to keep them frozen. So, even with constant daylight, the cold environment prevents icebergs from melting quickly. And finally, another interesting fact is that because of the rotation of the planet and its tilt, the sun isn't always at the same height from Earth. However, let's make it clear. This doesn't significantly affect the seasons. Now, check this extra info. Do you remember what I mentioned about seasons in different parts of the planet? Well, when it's summer in Australia, it's very cold in Connecticut. Another thing to keep in mind is that seasonal change only happens in the North and South Pole. Listen to this. Any location that's 40 degrees north of the equator gets around 15 hours of daylight during the summer. And even more surprising, in the summertime, the sun never sets at the North Pole. I hope you enjoyed and learned lots with this video. It might motivate you to continue learning about our beautiful planet.